Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be showing you guys how to make jerk marinade and jerk pulled burgers. So I started off with adding some green onions to my blender. I added 2 minced garlic cloves as well as 2 scotch bonnet peppers. Now if you're not a fan of too much heat, then use 1. And I'm adding my nutmeg, cinnamon, and allspice. I also added some lemon juice to ease the heat a little bit. And now I'm adding black pepper, ginger, and salt. And I forgot to show you guys that I added some dried thyme. Go ahead and add some dried thyme. I'm using olive oil, about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now the exact measurements for this recipe, like always, will be on my blog, links in the bio. I added some soy sauce and I used orange juice. Now you can use orange juice, pineapple juice, or mango juice. I just prefer orange juice because the citrus taste of it. And I'm adding honey. I added about 2 to 3 tablespoons of honey. You can add more. The sweetness will also dilute the heat from the scotch bonnet peppers. And we're going to blend this for about 2 minutes until everything is all blended together. And then we're going to pour it out and set it aside and move on to the rest of the recipe. Moving on to the burger part. Now I added 1 whole green bell pepper. You can use red bell pepper, but I use green. And we are going to add 1 egg just to hold it all together. And then I use breadcrumbs as a dry ingredient because this burger is a very wet mixture. So I mixed that all together before I moved on to the jerk marinade. This is a very simple recipe. You can even leave out the bell peppers. I just added it for an extra crisp, if that makes any sense. I added about 3 tablespoons of the jerk marinade. Now be careful. If you want more heat, you add more. Just start with 2 to 3 tablespoons. I added 3 because I like spicy food, but if you can't handle the heat, this is not a recipe for you. But yeah, the mixture was very easy to put together. Now we are going to roll out our patties and then we're going to freeze it for about 10 minutes just so it can harden a bit. You can freeze it for 10 to 30 minutes. So I'm just rolling it out about 2 to 3 tablespoons for each patty. And I had 6 burgers. Yeah, I used a half a pound of ground pork. If you want to use a pound, then you use more of the jerk marinade. That's all that changes, and more of the breadcrumbs. But it's a very quick recipe. It's okay if your patties are loose, meaning if they are easily breaking apart. It's okay because of the jerk marinade. It's more on the wet side rather than on the moist side, if it makes any sense. But it's okay. Just freeze it like I said earlier, and it will help it to harden. Now I recommend making this a day ahead, just so you don't end up with broken patties. But freezing it for 30 minutes, it's okay. You don't want it to be ice. But if you want to freeze it overnight and then pop it on the grill, you can do it. Now we're gonna pop this in the freezer for 10 minutes, and then after 10 minutes, we are going to cook them. And using some vegetable oil over medium to high heat, we are going to cook our patties on each side. I placed about 4 of them at a time because my frying pan was large enough to do so, and I cooked them for 5 to 10 minutes. It depends on the size of your patties, but with my patties, between 7 to 8 minutes, it was good. And once it is good on one side, flip it over. Do not flip it or manipulate it too much, because that will break it. Okay? While flipping it, I recommend using a spoon and a spatula to ensure that nothing falls off or break. And then cook it on the other side for the exact amount of time you did at the bottom. And then we're going to set this aside after it's done cooking, and we're going to move on to the assembly stage. Now it's time to fix our burgers together. Now I used a special sauce, nothing special about it. It's just barbecue mayonnaise, a little bit of hot sauce and paprika. Rubbed it on the patty, then on the buns, and then I placed the patty. And then I'm adding some coleslaw. Now, very simple recipe. It will be on the blog as well, so link in the description box down below. Earlier I said bio, I'm thinking Instagram. And I served this with fries, my favorite food of all time, fries, best invention. And that is all, guys. Until next time, be sure to check out my other recipes on my blog and on my YouTube channel. Bye.